Let's cut to the chase. In 2020, you promised to bring Apple's entire carbon footprint to zero by 2030.
Well, we've made great strides in reducing our carbon footprint in America by moving the production of most of our products to China and India and a little in Vietnam.
Yeah, about that. See, we need a lot of cobalt too, like a lot. And we can't help but notice that all the good cobalt is in the Congo. And it seems like cobalt mining could have been distributed on Earth.
However I wanted it to be.
Right, I'm not complaining or anything. It makes it much cheaper for us to mine it over there because of all the modern slavery and child labor stuff.
Apple's child labor has a very small carbon footprint. And their actual footprints are really small too, because they're children.
I want to see you do more of this.
You want us to do more child labor?
We could actually use the help, Mother Nature. The kids don't work as fast as they should. Tiny hands. And they're super lazy. We'd see even higher profits and lower emissions if we increased our child labor workforce by about 95%.
95%?
Damn, Mother Nature is cruel, and that was an absolutely brilliant skit. But also, when you look at the raw materials needed for your iPhone, it's actually also true. Welcome back, beautiful and amazing human beings. My name is Zukardowski here of wearechange.org, and there's a lot of absolutely bewildering and crazy news to get into today. As of course, domestically, things are getting strange and only going to get stranger for the people living here inside of the United States, as essentially we are going through the destruction of Western civilization. But don't worry, there's a celebrity that did something 16 years ago that we're going to stop, so it's all going to be better. We're going to be talking about that, plus a lot more, all here on this independent media broadcast. If you like the shirt that I'm wearing, you could get it on thebestpoliticalshirts.com. And the clip that we played in the beginning of this broadcast was done by the extremely talented Lou Perez. We, of course, will be linking his full YouTube video down in the description below. We only played you a short snippet of his latest Apple fighting climate change with child labor video. If you want to watch the full video in its entirety, it's nearly 3 minutes. It's brilliant, it's hilarious, and it definitely deserves to be shared around everywhere today. Don't forget to show your love and support to Lou Perez by watching and sharing his video right after this one. And truly, shouts out to him. He's brilliant. And in an ever so fake, phony, and sick society that is playing the biggest cruel joke on all of us, we at least get to have the last laugh here. As in related cheap labor news that's being imported into the United States, a part of a Koch brothers plan to cheapen labor and to rise the price of housing up, we are getting incredible reports of a huge influx of migrants coming into the United States from Texas, as a small Texas border town has just declared a state of emergency as it was overwhelmed by thousands of people crossing into the United States illegally, with many of them declaring that they are coming because Biden is the president of the United States, who of course is a pro-immigration president and essentially has created a lot of policies that has incentivized a lot of people to come to the United States, including, of course, many Democratic politicians that have declared their cities, their states, sanctuary cities, and now we're complaining about their sanctuaries being destroyed by their policies that they called for previously. As we're getting more shocking video from New York City outside of the Roosevelt Hotel right now, where buses of people are just unloading human beings onto the streets, predominantly men in this particular case from Sudan, dropping off, and then they're just kind of left there. And as some of the poorest people all around the world pour into the United States, those same democratic cities are dealing with a huge surge of very violent crimes, where sometimes mysteriously people are just taken out for no reason at all. Innocent bystanders just trying to make ends meet, trying to just get on with their lives, only to have it viciously taken away from them by cruel thugs like this. One of the which is being reported as white for some reason in the crime statistics that are absolutely skewed, highly manipulated, and obfuscated for propaganda purposes. But don't worry, as we're literally going through fifth generational warfare, as people's futures is being taken away from them, as there's probably a larger biological war, a eugenics population control effort done by very prominent members of the establishment. Don't worry, while all of that is happening, we at least could rest assured that our tax dollars are going to Ukraine for a larger forever war, proxy war between the East and the West happening right there, right now, as many innocent Ukrainians are losing their lives over a geopolitical chessboard that some people are determined to win no matter what the sacrifice is. All of this is Volodymyr Zelensky currently is in the United States asking for more money, something that he will probably get, as there's another video circling the rounds on social media today highlighting what clearly is a major war crime committed by, of course, the Ukrainians, something that deserves to be addressed, something that sadly is being ignored by the corporate Western media. Now, again, there's war crimes on both sides here. There's a lot of very cruel, evil things happening here. And in related cruel, evil things happening here news, we have the latest development in this entire conflict, and that is that Marina Abramovich, yes, the spirit-cooking Podesta Clinton lady, was just asked to be the official ambassador to Ukraine and to help them rebuild their schools. Yes, this is an actual article. Yes, this is actually happening. No, this is not a glitch in the Matrix. But Marina Abramovich, the lady tied to all the latest celebritards, known for her occult, some say satanic, quote, art pieces, like the stuff she did, it's like too crazy. We can't even show you what this lady does. I don't think we could even describe it. But yeah, this lady joins the team from BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard, and she specifically will be working with small children and schools in Ukraine in order to, quote, help them rebuild. Yeah, just when you thought the story couldn't get any stranger, as of course we are coming closer and closer towards a potential global conflict between Russia and the United States, as there are a lot of very big special interests here fueling this conflict, prolonging it, while also indebting and destroying the U.S. economy at the same time. But don't worry, the Biden administration has their priorities straight here, as they just announced their war on service charges for concert tickets. Yes, you heard that correctly. The Biden administration is going after concert tickets. Yeah. Don't worry about the skyrocketing price of groceries. Don't worry about the huge inflation we're dealing with. Don't worry about the 8% interest rates right now. Don't worry about any of that. The Biden administration, they're going to stop those $2 service charges. And then we wonder why we have clips like this that are going viral of soy boy Biden supporters.
Trump or Biden?
Biden, definitely.
Why?
Dude.
Yeah? Wait, you walk away?
Yeah, very telling to say the least, as of course that should be the official campaign video for the Biden administration, and with the way things are going, it probably will be. Also, that guy's shirt, way too tight, way too pink, way too effeminate, and this man really needs to go to the bestpoliticalshirts.com and get himself some real swag, like a long sleeve t-shirt that, of course, also represents his ideas a little bit more clearer, a little bit more easier for the general public to digest here. As of course, don't worry, we also have our official Biden Fetterman 2024 shirts. We have tank tops, we have hoodies, we have women's shirts, we have, again, anything you could name, we got it under the sun on thebestpoliticalshirts.com. We also have the Trump Tupac shirt. One of my favorites is this LGBTQ one. There's another one here that we just released that we can't really show you, that truly I wore this Friday and I got stopped at least 20 times. I was literally trying to hide my t-shirt because of how many times I was stopped for wearing this shirt. An excellent way to meet like-minded individuals, to have conversations. This is also, of course, the same messaging that some people have put on their cars. It's located right here, second row. Again, a lot of other shirts here. We can't show you them. We can't. They're very spicy. Check them out by clicking the link down in the description below. Purchasing the shirts helps this independent media broadcast, but more importantly, helps you do your lazy form of activism where you get to reach out to individuals, make them critically think, share an idea or a larger kind of meme-esque concept that they naturally would never be allowed to listen to or hear because of the algorithms, because of all the censorship. And you could break that conditioning, you could break that matrix just by simply wearing a t-shirt, making fun of people, having a laugh, meeting like-minded individuals, and also, more importantly, pushing away individuals that might not resonate with you away from your life. It's better to be honest in this life rather than full of deceit. And life is way better once you start living your truest version of yourself and don't censor yourself to who you really are as a human being. So yeah, check out thebestpoliticalshirts.com. Also check out wearechange.shop. We're expanding, we're growing. We have a great line of supplements that are absolutely awesome and incredible for you to take. Talk to your medical professional and check out wearechange.shop. As of course, the main topic of discussion has to deal with a lot of major corporations working with government and trying to take away money from people who make you think. This is, of course, exactly what is happening to Russell Brand, a man that is being vilified and attacked viciously in the corporate media in what clearly is a coordinated attack with the local government there that is scrutinizing every single one of his moves as they're mad at him because he befriended an addict, had some relations, consensual with some person there. He asked a girl out on a date once, and she said no, and that he jeered. Yeah. How dare he jeer after being denied a date? Definitely, with all the things happening in this world, this is definitely what we all need to focus on and talk about right now. 20 years ago, Russell Brand was denied a date. He wasn't happy about it. Woo! Wow! And again, lots of accusations coming forward against him. Who knows if they're true or not, but what is happening here is clearly highly organized, highly coordinated, with even the British government participating with directly reaching out to any way that Russell Brand is able to survive and make money, specifically with the British government intervening and saying, hey, cut this guy off because he is accused of some really bad things. Again, when you look at these particular cases, they start to kind of unravel on themselves. I have yet to actually see any kind of legitimate evidence here other than accusations. And until there's some real charges here, some real evidence here, I think it's important to understand here that a lot of this is happening to Russell Brand rather than a lot of the people on the, Epstein client list, predominantly because of political reasons. Now that the UK government is directly involved here and going after individuals politically, it's very clear that this is happening as, of course, Russell Brand just recently came out on X and released a video describing how the allegations against him are, quote, not true, and that he will be returning back to broadcasting on Rumble, a free speech social media platform that has decided to publicize their response to the British government by saying, hey, we don't destroy people's lives based on accusations, which is a normal stance to make here, which is a stance that I think a lot of people should be making here, as of course anyone at any time can accuse someone of very horrible things, and this doesn't mean that they are automatically guilty of it. And clearly, the actions here by the British government are very egregious, very aggressive, and very outside of the law, extremely heavy-handed and predatory, as of course this is the same British government that is guarding and protecting Prince Andrew that the UK police officers have even openly declared, even though there's photos, there's evidence, there's accusers that are not anonymous coming forward, said that they are just not going to investigate. That same British government that has been protecting very high royal members of a very special family there as they were caught with predator after predator, as thousands of children were hurt here, the same British government is trying to shut down Russell Brand's ability to make money because of accusations against him. And now, according to NBC News, somehow, out of all of this, Russell Brand is attacking the British government. Yes, yeah, literally. The British government protecting predators, destroying the livelihood of those accused, and somehow Russell Brand saying, hey, this is not cool. That's him attacking him. Yeah. Talk about 1984 doublespeak here, as of course Rumble officially declared that they will not stand for this kind of censorship, and now there's other forces outside of them with specific sponsors that they were working with that are now pulling advertisements out of them, and those include companies like Burger King, HelloFresh, and Essos, companies that I believe deserve to be boycotted and are probably being put under pressure by powerful lobbyists and other governments that are clearly not acting for their better behalf here, that are not making a good business decision here, as of course now people are saying, we got to boycott these companies. So who made these companies pull ads from Rumble? Well, it was probably some kind of government, some kind of agency, some kind of organization that we still do not know about. As of course, the official fight for free speech is here. Will it be successful? Well, I actually did a poll about this on X, asking if Russell Brand will be fully canceled, and nearly 80% of 18.7 thousand viewers and voters on Twitter overwhelmingly said no. Now, with X and Rumble not bowing to these pressures, does this signal a new day and age where the government censors don't work? As of course, we know that it was the White House that of course censored a lot of political voices inside of the country, violating the First Amendment, with now two major social media companies saying no to these governments. Will government censorship work from here? Well, only time will tell, as of course we are going to be keeping a very close eye on exactly what is going to be happening here, as we are going to have our own live stream later on today on this platform and rumble.com/wearechange. Yes, we're going to be going live later on today with the man behind the Lotus Eaters podcast, Carl Benjamin, as we're going to be discussing this issue plus a lot more, a lot of the spicier issues, usually on Rumble, so make sure you are subscribed to both. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys buying the supplements, buying the shirts, and that's why I love you guys. Stay tuned for more here on wearechange.org. Live stream later on today around 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern. Stay tuned for that here and many other places. I love you guys.